Hello, everyone. Dr. Jessica Houston here, founder of expectingvictory.com. So, we are 5 months in to 2021. We're 5 months in. And I want you to just take a moment and think about the goals that you set for this year. And then I want you to think about whether or not you've accomplished what you said you were going to accomplish at this point. And so I did a video at the beginning of the year saying, hey, look, we all get hyped about the new year. We set these goals. We say we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But then at the end of the day, are you sticking to it? And so a lot of times you hear teachings about goal setting, and goal setting is a good practice, but there is a downside to goal setting. And you might be thinking, well, how could there be a downside to goal setting? The downside is sometimes we get so stuck on setting the goal, setting the intention, writing it down, reading them, doing research, that you never get to the action. And so I just stopped by today because I want to encourage you to take some action. Whenever you set a goal, it needs to be specific. It needs to be time stamped, and you've got to take immediate action. So, for example, you might say, I don't like where I am right now. I don't like the job. I don't like my boss. I hate to go into that building, whatever that is, or I want more clients, whatever that is. I want you today to write down at least 5 actions that you can take to make that goal happen for you. So if you want a different job, a different career, have you looked at your resume? Have you reviewed your resume? Have you updated your resume? Have you gone to LinkedIn and found connections related to the industry that you'd like to be in? Have you reached out to anyone in your network and said, hey, I'm looking to do this? No, I want to know, if you really want it, are you willing to put in the action? Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to sprint? Are you willing to do the hard things? Are you willing to deal with the rejection? I just did a post saying, hey, we all hit a rough patch, but staying stuck is a choice. Staying in a relationship that you know is not good for you is a choice. It's not that you don't know what to do. It's that you might not have the courage to do it. You might not have the courage to leave. But there is something so beautiful, so special on the other side of making a decision to take action. If you run a business, how many times have you pitched your product or your service in the last 30 days? And so what I'm sharing with you, I do this to myself because I'm that coach. And so so people who can't handle authentic, people who can't handle real, they don't hire me to coach them. Because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not the one that wants to make you feel fuzzy inside. Yes, I inspire. Yes, I motivate. Yes, I teach. But at the end of the day, you've got to take some action. Yes, taking courses, that's great. But have you taken any action based on what you have learned? Your promotion is waiting on you, but it requires movement. It requires that you do the uncomfortable. It requires that you take steps when you really don't even know what you're doing. When you're not fully confident, but you're saying, you know what? I said I want this. And so I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and I'm going to do this thing even though I'm nervous. Because when people take action, when people make movement, that's when you see progress. You cannot make progress by standing still. You cannot make progress by just sitting around and talking about how unfair life is. So, as I close, I just want you to take some time today to write down what you want and then take an immediate action. That's the only way to win.